Hello everybody, it's the Bricklord here, back with another Ninjago video, and again, we're still in the tier maker. I'm continuing my series of going through each season and ranking the episodes within this tier list I have created here. This was a requested series by one of my subscribers, and I will leave their name in the description down below. But otherwise, I'm not recording on my standard device, so if the audio sounds a little different than per usual, that's the reason why. And otherwise, we'll get started with the video. And the first episode is Infamous. And this episode, as you guys know, I rank this pretty low on my premieres video, and I'm going to stand by that. I really don't like this episode. In my opinion, the only decent parts are really kind of the nauticon scenes, the couple scenes he has. You know, the one with Klaus and the one where he's kind of talking with the little Borg bot in the city. But otherwise, the rest of this episode just really does not do anything for me. I really don't like the famous ninja. This episode really overall is just bland and does not excite me. Public Enemy number 1, I can't say it gets much better. I mean, it's just the ninja trying to figure out who framed them, and yeah, no. I'm gonna stick it in bad. I don't like this episode. The only really decent part, in my opinion, is when nauticon goes to steal the realm crystal, but otherwise, yeah, no. The rest of this episode absolutely does not do it for me. So yeah. Encrypted, I'll put in fine. I don't think it's quite bad, but it's definitely not good. You know, the ninja in prison is interesting. We kind of learn a little bit from Soto about the history of nauticon and stuff, which I think is, you know, good. So that's not too bad, but the episode really is not the most exciting overall, though. So I think fine is fair. And yeah, I think that's where I'll leave it. So the next episode, though, is Misfortune Rising, and I'm going to stick this episode in good. I don't know if I remember correctly, there's some people who don't like this episode that much. I don't know, I personally enjoy it. I like, you know, seeing all that happens in it, and I think the ninja being undercover is good, but then that nice fight at the end with the ninja versus the sky pirates in the city is pretty well done. So I think good is definitely fair. And then now we're on to On a Wish and a Prayer, and I think this episode's also good. I like, you know, seeing all of Jay's wish, because he wished for, you know, to be rich, and so he ended up having the mansion, and now later in this episode we see that he has a yacht, and that's what they take to Tiger Widow Island. I also like the Zane and nauticon chess scene. The episode kind of slows a little bit when they get to Tiger Widow Island, but I don't think it's bad. So, yeah, I do pretty well enjoy this episode, so also putting it in good. My Dinner with Nauticon, this episode. As you guys know, I really don't like this episode. I'm sticking it in bad. You know, Lloyd, Nia, and Cole's story of trying to escape Tiger Widow Island is just boring. It's bland, it's repetitive, it's obnoxious, don't care for it. Jay's story isn't much better. I mean, it's just him cleaning Nauticon's, like, ship, and I mean, nauticon reveals a little bit more about his objectives and motivations, but it's not enough to do anything for this episode. So, in my opinion, definitely a poor episode, and it's going in bad. Yeah. Wishmasters, I chose this episode as my favorite episode, from the season. I'm going to put it in good, not amazing. The reason why is the first part of this episode, I'll admit, is pretty slow, and it takes a little bit for the episode to pick up. But when it does, it really does pick up. But I think that the first part being pretty darn slow is still enough to keep it in good, not amazing. Last Resort, this episode. There's some people who absolutely go bonkers and love this episode a little too much, I think, sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I love the Jay and Nia moments, and I love the Jay and Nia just being together and being shipped, and I'm not a major Ninjago shipper or anything, so this episode is not like I'm gonna put it way up in amazing or something way above amazing, but I think it's a good episode. Like, what they did is well done, the Jay and Nia moments are good, emotion and action is good. I think it's good, but I'm not gonna put it in amazing just because of the Jay and Nia being together episode. Now, Operation Land Ho, I don't know if I remember right, some people don't like this episode, but personally, I like this episode. I don't know. I like the ninja replacements, which I think is what some people don't like. I think it's interesting, to see that. So I personally will put it up here. I also like them, infiltrating Nauticon's new Ninjago, and then them freeing the ninja from the Sword of Souls. I don't know, the episode really keeps my interest, and that's why I'm putting it in amazing. I'll admit, this is my favorite episode because it has the wishing scene, but this episode, while I'm putting it in amazing, I think the scenes are good, not amazing, but it's consistently good throughout the whole episode, compared to this, which has the amazing scene, but the first part of the episode is pretty slow. So that's why this isn't amazing and this isn't good. And lastly is the finale, the way back. And I'll stick it in good. As you guys know, when I did my finale ranking video, I didn't have this, incredibly high or anything. It was actually a lot lower. And part of that's personally, I like other finales more. But also, I don't know, the finale just, feels a little oddly paced. It kind of goes slow to fast to slow to fast to slow. And then, because, it's kind of what's the best way to explain this? It starts off in the wedding hall, which is fast, and then it gets slow after the ninjas are out of the wedding hall, escaping from Nauticon's clones, and then are on his, misfortune's keep ship. And then it kind of starts to get a little better. It speeds up kind of really quick when the ninjas go to basically attack Nauticon when all of them go in. Nauticon picks off the ninja super quick, and then, that fight's over. And then, then it's Nia's death, which is a little slow, which makes sense. It's emotional and stuff. And then they time reversal, and then the episode's pretty much over. I don't know. The pacing feels off, and for me, and the scenes kind of felt choppy, but I still think it's a good episode. I mean, I wouldn't mind rewatching it, but I don't think it's, the best finale by any means. And, I mean, it's a better episode in Season 6, but otherwise, I don't think it's, an amazing episode for this series of Ninjago overall, but I'll still put it in good. So, yeah. Otherwise, I now put all of the episodes on the tier list itself. So, as I always say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you could like and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. And otherwise, with not too much else to say, I will see you all in the next video. So, bye!